I am seriously regretting my makeup, but this is my first video for my channel. I figured I would start with an indie deck because I am quite, oh god, this is really making me nervous, because I'm quite the fan of supporting smaller deck creators, especially on Kickstarter, where I got this one. The campaign obviously is long since over. I will link to the campaign in the box below, as well as the artist's Instagram. I don't know if they're going to be available, if she's going to have them available to sell elsewhere, but I do know she is working on other things, so it would be a great opportunity. If this deck interests you at all, it would be a great opportunity to kind of get to know her, get familiar with what she does, and maybe keep an eye out if there's something else she's working on that you might be interested in. I will make sure to have a way for you to keep track of that below. So getting started, the deck, the card deck, the box is adorable. The inside I really like, with the stars, and it carries the theme through. As this is an indie deck, it's not going to be as mass manufactured as precise, which I really like. So you can see the box is a little big for the deck, which I also don't mind, makes it easier to get in and out. And you can see the perforations along the edges there. So once you get it out, I did just want to show you, you can see where it's perforated on the sides, which, is fine with me. And they're really pretty matte purple background. It's a nice weight in your hands. The cards are not flimsy. Sometimes even commercial decks, the stock is flimsy. So these are not. As you can see, it's good weight. They don't split easily on the sides. They shuffle nicely. Tarot cards size is a little hard for me to hold in my hand, but these are these are decent size. I do have a purse size deck, which is fabulous to hold, but I'm not mad at this. And then you can see the little cute little bunnies in the background, and it's same, both sides. So if you read with reversals, you won't know unless you flip the deck over. So okay, so we're going to start with the major arcana. If you're not familiar with tarot, all decks are divided into two parts, the major arcana and the minor arcana, which is off to the side here, and I will show you in a minute. So here we have the Fool card. This follows the Rider-Waite-Smith system of tarot. So here we have the Fool card, the Magician, which is adorable, the High Priestess, and here you can really see much easier the pretty background, the matte background that I was talking about earlier. The Empress, which she's so pretty, so sweet. The Emperor. You'll notice this deck isn't as heavy on symbolism as some, which is one of the reasons I love this deck, besides the fact it's just so stinking cute and the colors are gorgeous. It lends itself to beginners and bringing you in, and I'm sorry, this is off center here. The Hierophant, I think I pronounced that correctly. The Lovers, which look how sweet. The Chariot. Strength. This isn't my favorite strength card I've ever seen, but I like it. To me, this is more Temptation, but the Hermit. Wheel of Fortune. This is a pretty traditional Wheel of Fortune card. There's the word. Justice. The Hanged Man. Actually, the bunny should be upside down, but I think that would be more upsetting. Death. This one doesn't have quite the symbolism to it that I do like in other death cards, where it symbolizes a new beginning. But if you know that's what this card means, it perfectly gets, not perfectly gets the point across, but nicely gets the point across. Temperance. I love this devil card. It is adorable. It is hilarious. Which, the devil card is not supposed to make you laugh, but it does. It makes me laugh and smile. I think it's awesome. The tower. This one doesn't quite represent the tower to me, although I suppose they're looking at the tower watching something fall. The star. The moon. The moon is my favorite card most of the time in a tarot deck. The sun. That bunny is judging you. What have you been up to? I love this card. And the world. Okay. Moving those out of the way. Now, I'm going to go through the minor arcana. We have swords, wands, cups. Whoop, you can see me. I had that propped up there for a second. Okay. Oops. I can always cut this too. Okay. So my main disappointment with this deck, which I totally understand because an artist drew all of these, the minor arcana, apart from the court cards, are not illustrated. You know, the ace, and then it just looks like this on down. So it just goes like that. They progressively, there gets more on each page. It is something you're going to have to know the symbolism to. I think if you were beginning, I'm of two minds on this. If you're beginning, this could be intimidating because, oh my God, I don't know the meanings. I need to get it from the cards. But there's also my other school of thinking is just learn the cards. Just learn the cards, and then you can bring in the symbolism from the cards. So I like it. I still think it's pretty. I still think it's cute. Being more familiar with the meanings, it doesn't intimidate me. But if you are newer and you don't learn that way, then this may not be the best beginning deck for you. But like I said, the colors are gorgeous. It is adorable. And the court cards are not animated, drawn, illustrated. So I will show you those. Okay, so here we have our court cards. As you can see, they're pretty, again, similar across the board. One thing I didn't notice is I really like the coating that's on here. It's matte. The colors really pop. So as you can see, they're all cute little baby bunnies for the page. And then the knight, I love the suits of armor she has them in, and I like how the colors stayed the same. Like, see, Page of Swords is a teal color, so I like that. I like that the colors, there's a solid color story. And then we get to the Queen, who is a beautiful, regal adult bunny. And the same thing, the story, color story, the story covers across. And then on to the quite dignified King Bunny. So that is the minor arcana. So as I said, I really like this deck. It's adorable. It's easy to work with. Obviously, it's not going to be available, so if it's one you're interested in, I don't know if you're going to be able to get your hands on it. But I love decks like this, that the art is cute. It draws you in. It brings out the friendlier, happier side. I know there's a darker side to tarot. That is not my approach. That's never going to be my approach. All the card decks you're going to see here are going to be pretty. I don't have any of this, well, that's not true. I have a few that are darker. I do have an Oracle deck that's a little spookier. It's Halloween themed. That's appropriate. I don't like to look at darkness. I don't like to bring that in. I know there's a lot of people who do. I know there's a lot of people who are going to say I'm not doing tarot right. But I feel if it brings you comfort and it brings you joy and it makes you happy, then do it. You know, if you like the darker stuff, gravitate towards those. This channel's probably not going to be for you. Maybe it is. Maybe you'll like my approach. Maybe you won't. That is fine. There are plenty of other places out there where you can get information. I just decided to start this because, based on conversations with friends, there's not a lot out there like me that have a regular, I want to say regular approach. My approach is unique. My approach is different. I don't use tarot so much for divination. Have I? Yes. Do I? Yes. But I primarily use it when I have a question and I want to see the answers laid out in front of me. You know, it's like when you flip a coin, the answer isn't in the heads or tails. It's in how you feel when the heads or tails comes up. So that's how I use tarot. You know, I'll have a question, a problem, a situation. I'm not sure how to deal with it, or maybe I am deep down, and I'll lay it out. And when it says to do this, and I sit there and go, that's not going to work. Well, why isn't it going to work? You know, and then it forces me to come up with a different problem. It's just a way to lay it all out. You know, it kind of tells you what people in your life may not tell you, or it makes you realize things that maybe you had buried deep down. And that's my approach to tarot. That is how I use it. That is how I like to use it. And that's why I started this channel. I'm hoping there's at least a few others out there like me, or who are curious about it like me. And I want to demystify it. I want to despookify it, because some people are afraid of it. You know, you have the death card, the devil card. Like, if you don't know what those represent, those are scary cards, you know? So hopefully I'll continue this journey together with you. If not, that's great. If you made it this far, give it a like, you know, thumbs up, and please subscribe to my channel. I should be doing more of these. And because I'm trying to bring positivity into all things, regardless of what I think of the deck, right now it's going to be reviewing decks I own, so I like them, but down the line, you know, maybe not. I'm going to end every video on a positive note, and I think one of the most positive things we can do is express gratitude. So at the end of every video, I'm going to express 3 things I'm thankful for from the past week, the past month, that hit me this morning, be they what they may. So today's 3 things I'm thankful for are: 1, I had the day off because it is the first, I don't want to say major, but decent snowfall in the Chicago area, and people forget how to drive. So I was doing getting my coffee this morning. I could hear sirens, and I thought, oh, thank God I'm not driving. So 1, I was grateful for the day off. 2, I am grateful that it's Hallmark Christmas movie season. I love them unabashedly, unashamedly. I love the Hallmark Christmas movies. I love when I'm off on Saturday and Sunday and I get up, because I get up early, turn it on, make my coffee, sit down and watch them, lose track of time. And then when there's the new ones on, I look forward to it every year. I got my mom hooked a couple of years ago, so now when I go out there for Thanksgiving, we make a point to sit down and watch the new ones, and maybe ones we haven't seen, or ones that I have seen and told her are really good. It's just a really nice, fun, warm tradition. And number 3, I am thankful for my friends who have told that I'm doing this and have told me, oh my God, you should do it. So yeah, those 3 things. If you've made it this far, again, I'll get better at this, I promise. Please comment down below the 3 things you are grateful for. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.